The common plecostomus, scientifically known as Hypostomus plecostomus, or sometimes also referred to as devilfish, is a freshwater catfish species native to South America, Panama, Costa Rica, and Mexico. Recognized for its distinctive armor-like plates and sucker mouth, it belongs to the Loricariidae family. These hardy fish prefer pH levels between 7 and 8, as well as standard tropical temperatures. Typically, plecos have a dark coloration with mottled patterns, aiding in camouflage. These bottom dwellers are typically mistaken as tank cleaners or algae eaters, when in fact these fish tend to create more waste than they consume. Omnivorous in nature, they enjoy vegetables like zucchini and frozen food like bloodworms and brine shrimp. While in nature they eat whatever plant material they can find, as well as crustaceans and even small fish. Common plecos typically live much longer than average tropical fish. It's not uncommon for them to live 10 to 15 years under the right circumstances. Common plecos also will reach river monsters size, with most varieties in pet stores topping out at around 24 inches and developing spike-coated armor. As impressive as this may seem, many fish keepers do not have the proper setup to house such a large fish. Be sure to check which specific species of pleco you are getting to ensure the fish can lead a happy life. The common plecostomus can become an invasive species in non-native environments under certain conditions. When introduced to areas outside its natural range, usually through the aquarium trade, plecos may pose ecological challenges.
Take a look at Steve Poland's video that he did a few months back. It will absolutely blow your mind. Yes, putting a fish in the wild can have a whole lot greater impact than you think it does. I'd rather see the common plecostomus just completely out of the hobby than to see them get mistreated or see them overtake rivers and lakes down in Florida. It's just not worth it.
Some key points include habitat disruption. Plecos can disrupt local ecosystems by altering habitats. Their feeding behavior, particularly their appetite for aquatic vegetation, might impact native species. Competition for resources. Plecos will compete with native species for food and shelter. Their ability to consume large amounts affect the availability of food for other species. Breeding capabilities. If conditions are favorable, plecos can reproduce rapidly. Altered water quality. Large populations of plecos can contribute to changes in water quality. Increased waste production and disturbance of substrate during feeding can affect water parameters and potentially harm native species adapted to specific conditions. Limited predators. In environments where natural predators are absent or ineffective against plecos, their populations may go unchecked, multiplying their impact on local biodiversity. Efforts to reduce the invasive potential of common plecos involve responsible ownership practices. Avoid releasing plecos into the wild. Another interesting aspect of the common pleco is its unique ability to maintain its mobility out of water. According to an article by Matthew L. Miller, researchers actually had to make a new word for the type of scooting motion the fish makes when not submerged. Researchers refer to it as reffling. Surprisingly, in Noah Bressman's research paper on the subject, Bressman states that common plecos in Florida were even seen emerging from drain pipes to feed on earthworms from a parking lot. Even more interestingly, research only began on this strange phenomenon after Bressman witnessed one of his large common plecos laying about 50 feet away from the pond it was kept. Is a common pleco right for me? If you're a beginner with anything less than a 4 to 6 foot tank, then this fish is not suitable for you. It is recommended to start an adolescent common pleco in a 75-gallon and upgrade to at least a 125 with plenty of driftwood, so the fish has ample room. Feed the pleco a variety of shrimp vegetable pies, pleco wafers, zucchini, bloodworms, and also allow the pleco to have access to driftwood so that they can feed on the microorganisms stuck onto it. Be safe in handling these creatures as they become spiky and very strong.